We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enavia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hurt of the two with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. ABC is out there with Rose. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
Here's ABC. Rose finds Robinson. ABC, good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Herter. The dish to Young. Over Rose. Young's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
And Barrett gets it to go.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson with the block. Here's ABC, nailed from three-point land. ABC's got 5 points so far.
For a while, Julius Randle was an underrated passer. That's no longer the case.
Here's Herter. And they get it. Robinson with the block. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. Yep, it counts.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And that one falls for Barrett. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Young against Rose. They need this. The offensive rebound. Robinson with the block, and he recovers it. For New York, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
Here's Herter. Young for 3. That one no good.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Great positioning on the putback.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Passes to Collins. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks leading by 12. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans. After trading away Porzingis, they were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues. Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Showing last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York. They could use a bucket. Randall grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's ABC. He has 5. From 12 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Herter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now Capella. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson with the block.
And they bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Shoots off the step back, and the jumper falls for him.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Young pass to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Now, here's Hunter. He's defended by Randall. Count that bucket.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
The Knicks leading by 12. Pass to Randall. He dishes it to Barrett. Robinson kicks to Rose. Out to the right wing. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead. So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Now here's Rose. The pass to ABC. The train. Here's Robinson trying to get open as Randall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Young passes to Herter. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Randall. Here's ABC. Pass to Robinson. Outside Rose. With the putback. Collins grabs the miss. Young taking his time here. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. New York ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got ABC. Peyton is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Noel. And it's Ntilikina in at the small forward position. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans. Peyton passes to ABC. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Works for three. Atlanta with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
The Atlanta shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
They throw good. Bogdanovich. Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter, you can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now, here's Peyton. Boy, he just disappeared against Atlanta. They really needed him. Back to Noel. New York needs to get off a shot. On deep, down by Williams.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
And he makes the first. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Payton the bounce pass. Pass to Burks. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Herter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Goes up the baseline. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
Outside Bogdanovich. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Julius Randle's checked in for Ntilikina. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Capella's checked in. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. New York leading by 9. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oh, he blocked it. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And here is Dunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the pass to Gallinari. Wide open. It's rebounded by Payton.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Burks the pass to ABC. For the 3. Tries again. Randle. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt at his 3rd make.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now here's Williams. The Hawks again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Barrett comes in for ABC. ABC's checked in for Alec Burks. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Payton. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Cowan's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Here's ABC. 5 points in the game. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Young's shot is off.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Rose against Young. The 11-footer. And that one goes long. The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Huerter. From deep three-point range. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
What do you expect? Young is a threat to score the moment he crosses half court.
Here's Rose. But quick that. He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. New York came out ready to play. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. Momentum shifted slightly in the second quarter, causing them to lose some traction, but they still ended the half up by 8. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
The athleticism of R.J. Barrett made the difference. Quick first step, can change speeds on you, elevate. Very difficult cover as we saw in the first half.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. but they also look scattered out there. And I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
The Hawks trail by 8. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And here's Young from the arc. He can't get that one, so New York will take it the other way.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hawks.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Herter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Now here's Rose. He doesn't hit that one.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herter, the Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Here's Herter. 6 points for him. Shots good from Young.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Here's ABC. Rose finds Robinson. New York moving it around. Count it. That's 7 points for ABC.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Atlanta calls timeout. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, the reason why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
Checks in for Mitchell Robinson. ABC comes in for Randall. Alec Burks checked in for ABC. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Pitt.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Williams dishes to Gallinari. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. And it's done in the corner. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Burks. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Barrett. Here's ABC. It's blocked, and he gets it back. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. ABC's got his first basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Williams, and the rejection by Noel. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to lead the defense in his wake.
The Hawks trail by 8. Now here's Williams. Shot to stop the run. Bucket is good. Williams has got 5.
Working over that in-between area. Defenses now have a hard time shutting that down.
Nilikina passes to ABC. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Bogdanovich. Down against Burks. 11 feet away. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Chris Dunn is shifty, does the most damage with the ball in his hands, and you see why.
Pass to Noel. Kicks it to Barrett. Over Bogdanovich, and Barrett with the basket on the assist by Noel. 11 points for R.J. Barrett.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won 6th Man of the Year multiple times.
Making a change here. Payton's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. John Cowens comes in for ABC. And Hunter subbed in for Chris Dunn. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him Smitty into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
41 seconds left here in the third quarter. This is to Payton. Here's ABC. Pass to Burks. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Burks has got 9 points.
That's where Burks has shown he can be efficient shooting the ball with the catch and release.
Payton against Williams. Over Payton. Williams can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Barrett, no good. Outside Williams, over Payton. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Knicks lead by 2. And when we return, look at the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Knicks with the lead. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. ABC is out there with Rose. And it's Barrett at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Capella sends it back. Young against Rose. And the dunk by Capella.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Rose passes to Randall. Barrett with the ball. Outside Rose. Down low. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Reading every inch of the floor so well.
Now the pass to Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
ABC passes to Rose. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Herter. Kept alive. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Rose gets the bucket.
The defense is in trouble because off the pick and roll, he uses his speed, he can knock down the shot, and he has a floater.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Pass to Capella. Young outside. The 3. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Randall no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. Bounce pass Young. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Rose. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Rose passes to Randall. Rose surveying the D. No good on the three.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the fourth rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And the Knicks miss again. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Passes it to Capella, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to ABC. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hunter kicks to Capella. Rose against Young for three. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Dating back to his days at Kentucky, Randall can be counted on for big buckets.
Back to Young. From deep. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Rose with the ball for the New York Knicks. The pass to ABC. 1:41 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Rose against Young. Steps back and fires. Misses off the left iron.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Herder passes to Capella. Now Young from deep 3-point range. He's off on that one.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
The evolution of Randall's game, no matter where he is on the floor now, the defense has to pay attention.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Still looking for improvement from the line. Randall could pick up a couple extra points a game if he did.
And it's tied up with that one.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 51. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Present our Jordan player of the game, Trae Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's Young. 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth, but they recover it. The Hawks working the ball around. A second chance effort. Good!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. There's 37 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robinson passes to Randall. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. And so they foul intentionally. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's ABC. Rebounded by the Hawks. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Shooting for Atlanta. Trae Young. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
From deep. The Knicks rebound.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you made some big shots to get the win tonight.
I just wanted to stay aggressive. You know, shoot or shoot. That's what we're supposed to do. I've always been a confident guy. Never got down on myself, so I just continue to be aggressive and just concentrate on the first shot.
Lou, nobody has ever doubted your confidence. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.